we each individually know we can avoid flying, we can eat less meat, and we can drive less. But in terms of emissions associated with buildings and heating, it's harder for us as individuals to influence. Construction industry policymakers to direct that change. It's a much wider issue, and I think as architects we've got no excuse for designing buildings that don't meet this challenge, and we need to be holding each other to account. But this should be seen as a positive opportunity, I think. The low carbon world doesn't need to be dreary and grey. Going back to buildings, we've created a whole generation of Passive House and Passive House Plus schools, which are zero carbon, but they're also really well day-lit, beautiful, tactile and healthy spaces. Got the potential to improve health and well-being, enhance biodiversity, reduce poverty, improve equality for future generations, and we just can't delay it any longer. We're already living in a world 1 degree hotter than it was 100 years ago, and are starting to see the effects. There's more tropical storms, more drought around the equator, more wildfires in Siberia. And in spite of knowing this for decades, our total emissions are still increasing. One of the scariest facts I heard recently was that half the carbon that we've put into the atmosphere has been during my lifetime. The current global average carbon footprint is 5 tonnes a person a year. In the UK, that's significantly higher, 12 to 15. In terms of households, the most significant areas of carbon use are going to be transport, food and heating. There are feasible technological social solutions which have been demonstrated to be successful and affordable for each of these areas. There's a really big conversation on transport and food at the moment. In terms of energy and heating, however, the construction industry generates 40% of carbon emissions in the UK and uses over half the world's extracted materials. But we don't feel that this is 40% of the conversation.